Hello and welcome back to the Authorpreneur Nuts and Bolts video series. My name is Garrett Robinson and I am a full-time self-published author. So we've established that the purpose of this course is to teach you how to do the things you are supposed to do to achieve success in self-publishing. But as we've also established, this course teaches you the how. It does not go into the why. There are a ton of good resources out there for you to learn the whys about self-publishing. And just like any good college course encourages outside study, we here at Nuts and Bolts are giving you this curriculum to teach you why to do the things we're going to teach you how to do. First, there's podcasts. Podcasts are a great educational resource for self-publishing because they usually update weekly. Self-publishing changes all the time, and these podcasts will keep you up to date with changes in the industry and what you should be doing to adapt to them. First up, there is, of course, the Self-Publishing Podcast with Johnny B. Truant, Sean Platt, and David Wright. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I should let you know that these are the guys who own Sterling & Stone, the company that runs this YouTube channel. But they're also the people who taught me how to do what I'm doing, and they're the reason that I'm able to do it full time. Their podcast releases once a week. They discuss what's going on in the world of self-publishing, and they frequently bring on great independent author guests who give updates about what they're doing and how they're adapting to the industry. Next up, the Creative PENN podcast, hosted by Joanna Penn. Joanna is frequently on the bleeding edge of self-publishing strategy, often bursting into new territories weeks or even months before anyone else has thought to look there. The Creative PENN podcast is a guest-based podcast. She brings on a new guest every week, and they're always indie authors who have really great advice. There's also the Rocking Self-Publishing podcast, hosted by Simon Whistler. This show is unique because Simon Whistler isn't even an indie author. He's an audiobook narrator and audio specialist. But this means he brings a new, inquisitive perspective on self-publishing when, every week, he brings on a new, successful indie author guest. Finally, there's the Sell More Books show, hosted by Jim Kukral, the creator of AuthorMarketingClub.com. Jim is a non-fiction author who has made huge waves in the self-publishing industry by creating a website with tons of free tools for every indie author to use to promote their books. Together with co-host Brian Cohen, every week Jim provides a half-hour podcast that gives the latest updates from the world of self-publishing news. As an indie author, you should subscribe and listen to all these podcasts when you're commuting, exercising, or even just relaxing. You can't be too educated or expert in your field, especially if you're trying to turn this career into your full-time career. Next, we'll get into blogs. Almost all of the creators listed above have their own websites, of course, and there's some others as well who you should definitely follow and pay attention to. First up, there's the Sterling & Stone website at sterlingandstone.net, where we provide daily content to help indie authors take the next step to better book sales. Joanna Penn can be found online at thecreativepenn.com, where she has a blog about her adventures in self-publishing. Again, Joanna is usually on the forefront of market trends, so if she's trying something, it's usually worth a look. David Gaughran is a very popular author and blogger, and his blog at davidgaughran.wordpress.com contains regular updates about not only self-publishing strategy, but news and updates about the industry as a whole. Finally, we recommend AuthorEarnings.com, created by Hugh Howey. Hugh is the best-selling author of the Wool series, and he has created this site to cull data from the entire ebook selling ecosystem, and he posts that data along with conclusions to help others on their journey in self-publishing. A lot of that data can't be found anywhere else, and all of it will help you build your career. The remainder of this list is books that you should keep on hand. Most of these books are by the creators listed above. They are, after all, experts on this kind of thing. Your first must-have is Scrivener for Dummies by Gwen Hernandez. Scrivener is, at this time, the best word processing software out there for indie authors. Scrivener for Dummies, like all For Dummies books, will give you a basic and thorough grounding in the subject, and that will become very helpful later on in this course when you learn how to organize, write, and then export your book to various publishing formats. Next, be sure to pick up Let's Get Digital by David Gaughran. Let's Get Digital is a very good primer on the topic of self-publishing as a whole, and will get you in the perfect mindset for many of the topics that we're going to cover on this course. Now, as we move on to the sales and marketing side of things, I highly personally recommend Write, Publish, Repeat. Again, I feel obligated to give a disclaimer. That book is by Johnny, Sean, and Dave from Sterling and Stone, who own this YouTube channel. But I'm making these videos because I'm pretty good at what I do. And I'm good at what I do because I learned it from them. So get the damn book. Another fantastic resource is How to Market a Book by Joanna Penn. How to Market a Book goes into virtually every conceivable way that you can promote your book, expanding on many of the concepts in Write, Publish, Repeat, and also giving you a lot of less commonly used but still very effective promotional techniques, including live events, traditional publicity, and so on. David Gaughran makes a third appearance on this curriculum with Let's Get Visible. This is an advanced guide teaching you how to get your book higher on Amazon sales ranks, and it will teach you how to use tools like categories, sales rankings within categories, and also bots to rocket your book up Amazon sales charts. And that's it! At least for now. We're always looking for more items to expand our knowledge base, so if you have a favorite text that you think we're idiots for leaving off the list, let us know in the comments. If you make us see the light, we might revise this video or create an additional video with more reading. Have we given you a lot to study? Yes, because like any professional, you must stay up with current trends in your industry. Studying will be the difference between success or failure for you, and will determine how quickly you reach either one. There are links to all of these resources in the description below. For the books, we've given you Amazon affiliate links. Those give us a small kickback to help fund this show. If you choose to buy those books through those links, we can't thank you enough. The learning resources in this video will give you the basics you need to go from aspiring author to full-time authorpreneur. As for how, well, that's what the rest of the video course is for. We can't wait to see you on the next one, so don't forget to subscribe. And as always, write on.